Hi, I'm David Gugino, and in this video, I'm going to be talking about how to make more money. Now, in this video, I'm just going to be mentioning a few things, because you're probably wondering, well, make more money, obviously, invest into real estate, become famous, start an internet business, stuff like that. No, I just mean how to add maybe a few $100 or maybe a few $1,000s to your monthly income. So the first thing I want to mention is getting a raise. So for example, if you're at a job and let's say you've been there at 3 months and you ask for a raise, it's probably not going to happen. But let's say a year goes by and you're at that job and then you ask for a raise. Well, you might be able to get something, but you got to think. Your boss will not give you a raise unless you are more valuable to them. There is that. But also, as you're advertising yourself to your boss, or selling yourself to your boss so he can give you more money, just mention accomplishments you've done in the past or things that you do differently that nobody else does. Now, when you ask for a raise, if you make $15 an hour, you don't just go in there being like, I want a $20 raise, because that's not going to happen. Now, salary, I've never had a salary job, so I don't know how that works out, but hourly pay, people don't realize if you get an extra $1 or $2 added to your hourly pay, it makes your weekly, well, if you get paid it makes your income like hundreds of dollars more. And that's what's crazy to me. But when it comes to making more money with hourly pay, it's just like, I mentioned this in one of my first videos, like hourly pay is kind of hard because you have to stay at one place for a while before you move up. But when you get those extra $2, maybe even $3 added to your pay and you make more money, there you go. Because, like I've said before, when it comes to money, you have to make enough money to live on your own and have money to spend. Now, the reason I stress about that is because there are some people who work jobs that don't pay enough and they still work that job, or what's even worse is when they have a college degree and they're still paying off student loans, and their job will take them the next 20 years to pay off that student loan. They went to college for this many years to get a job that pays so bad that they're still struggling even with a college degree. But when it comes to making more money, a lot of people do not think about trades. Carpentry, plumbing, electricity. Like, trades nowadays are hard, nasty, sweaty work, but you gotta think, they pay tremendously well. Now, you also gotta think, you probably do not like the dirty work, but let's say, when you're a plumber, for example, you could eventually, as your income, if someone paid you $35 an hour to get under houses and crawl spaces and work a simple 410s or 9 to 5, you gotta think, well, that doesn't sound bad, but you have to like the work. That is the other thing. Money does not answer everything. You have to like the work. So plumbing can be a very nasty job. But the plumbers union that pays, like, I don't know, you work 2 months and you make 50 grand in 2 months. Then you work another 2 months, make another 50 grand. And then you make 100 grand in 1 year, only working 2 months out of the year. Now, getting with that kind of gig, you obviously have to know people. But trades pay tremendously well. So making more money, like, I don't know, not like quit your job now and pursue this, but just do some research and be like, you know what, I want to learn a trade and make this kind of money. And now another thing from trades, the other thing you could possibly do is sales is a good thing, but sales is slightly more risky. Well, why, you may ask? Because sales, it's very rare with no experience you're going to find a sales job that gives you a great salary and gives you a good percentage on commission. You'll probably get a sales job that has small hourly pay and you get a little bit of commission or just 100% commission. Now, 100% commission is not bad, but like with money, if you're very money conscious, I would not do that. Because you work for 8 hours and you don't sell anything, you were literally in a building for 8 hours, almost wasting your life away. And with sales, you'll have times where, like, I feel like it would happen too often where you make no money. And then you'll be like, you'll probably make 30 grand in 1 year, and then you'll be like, I could have made this working an hourly job, not having to worry about anything. But now with sales, if you want to make more money, just learn sales techniques. Just like use people that you've sold to before and try to sell to them again. Now, I'm not going to go into detail about all that, but when it comes to making more money, a lot of it is either getting a raise or finding a different job. So serving tables, depending on what restaurant you're at, can be great pay. However, you have to work every weekend, and I mean, kissing ass is it's not a bad thing, but it's just like you have to deal with giving your heart and soul to people and them not giving you any money after that. But serving tables, I made great money, but when it comes to making more money, there's a lot of things that come to it. But happiness is also your key there. Like, I made more money serving tables than with a diesel mechanic trainee job that I had. But the trainee job, I still have that job. The trainee job that I have is consistent income. I get paid every week, and I don't have to worry about the money that I'm making. But even with that, with money, I mean, sometimes in order to do what you want to do in life or be more comfortable more comfortable is not an answer, more happy with your life, you're going to have to take a bit of a pay cut. Now, when it comes to taking a pay cut, if you quit your job to start a business and you don't have, I mean, you might have a plan, but you don't have like a set income plan, like while you're working on your business, how you're going to fund your business with no income, like there's that too. Because I've heard so many stories of people who need to make more money, and they're like, well, I started doing this business, or I thought of starting a business, or starting a side gig. I'm like, a side gig and a business are two different things. Just so you all know, it is two completely different things. A side gig is literally something you probably spend maybe 2-3 days out of the week doing, or not at all, if you don't get any clients or customers. And a business is like your full-time job. Like, I've heard from more people that when you start a business, you marry it. Like, that is what it is. Now, people might think, oh, yeah, I'm dedicated. I'll run a business. You have to literally be working your own 80 hours a week to run a business. And then I've seen people on money shows that I watch where they're looking for a job. Like, well, I thought of starting my own business. I'm like, starting your own business is not as glamorous as some people will make it sound, because people who own a business work their butts off, like they work weekends, and they work like probably more than 80 hours a week. But to wrap up this video, when it comes to making more money, either have a side gig, ask for a raise, or get a different job. Now, when it comes to getting a different job, you obviously have to find something you like, but with serving tables, just go to a different restaurant that pays more. I did that. I was at one restaurant, I didn't make the money I wanted to in that year, and then I went to another restaurant and made way more money than the one I made at the restaurant beforehand. And it all started with just being like, you know what, I want to switch jobs because I hear this place is more money. And that's what I did. But you have your own journey. But if you're not making enough money and your boss, let's say, is not willing to pay you enough, then you just leave. Now, if you've been with the company for 10 years and you still haven't gotten a raise, then I recommend you leave that job. Because, I mean, you put your heart and soul somewhere and no one's going to reward you for it. I mean, that's horrible. It's a horrible thing to think about. But my name is David Gugino. I hope you make lots of money today, and I hope you do something wise with your money today. You all have a great day. Thank you all for watching.